Hi, class 10s. Good morning. Sorry, class 9. Good morning. Today we are going to look about poem number 6, No Man or Foreigner by James Kirkup. Up to now, we have seen that the poet explains a universal brotherhood in this poem. And to make his concept clear, he just explained that no countries are separate from the earth. God has never discriminated in between us to give the natural blessings to us like sun, water, land, and so on. It is we people, we have just creates imaginary border and we just divided the whole human race into the various sectors and the countries. It is our deed which makes a war, and through that war, we are just spoiling the beauty of earth, and the blessings are given by the God. Apart from this, the poet has also explained that we should never pollute the earth by shedding blood of a human race. To convince his message, the poet explains us that the way we believe that whoever comes from the another country is a foreigner and are enemy of us, it is our mistake to understand them. Even poet also advises us that whoever come to you and ask you that a person who is coming from the another country is your enemy, it is not the true. Poet tells us that, poet कहते हैं कि अगर कोई व्यक्ति हमारे पास आके बोलता है कि ये फॉरेन से आया हुआ बंदा हमारा दुश्मन है, he is our enemy, don't think so. Due to these kind of people, we are making the earth spoiled. We are just indulged in the bloodshed, wars, fights, and due to that it erupts the whole beauty of the earth. This is all the message from the poem. And now let's talk about what are the literary devices being used by the poet to convince this message. What is the rhyme scheme of this poem? And stanza-wise literary devices being used by him. Dear student, as you read this poem and you find that there is no verse particularly used, no rhyme scheme is used in this poem, neither A, B, neither A, C, C, D, neither A, B, C, right? It is totally free verse form, जिसको हम बोलते हैं अपने ही बात को मनाने के लिए बैलाडिक वे के अंदर आप जो भी लिखते हो इन फ्री वर्स. Now, what are the literary devices used? Let's talk about that. The very first literary device is in this poem, alliteration. Now, whom do we call alliteration? Alliteration हम किसको कहते हैं? Alliteration is a kind of figure of speech in which a consonant sound of the word, first letter of the word is repeated. For example, in stanza number 1, you find the line body breathes, body breathes. In this example, you will find the first word body and the first letter B. It is a consonant and repeated in the next word, that is breathes. The B consonant sound is repeated. It is known as alliteration. The same literary device is used in second stanza in a form of wars, winter. The W sound is repeated. The second literary device used in this poem is metaphor. Dear student, you know that what does it mean by metaphor? Exaggerated comparison between two different objects. The metaphor is used in stanza number 1, and the line is uniform refers to the military of different countries, but the word uniform suggests the whole emotion related to that country. In stanza 2, wartime is compared with the winter season. As in winter season, we are not getting the food proper to eat. There is lot of cold and snow over there. Due to that, we are not get a proper vegetation. The same thing in between the wartime, we are not getting the thing which we needed. The third literary device is used in the poem is repetition. Dear student, I have explained you what does it mean by repetition. Repetition means a word continuously repeat in the line or in the poem is known as repetition. Throughout the poem, in all the stanzas of the poem, if you mark that the remember word is almost 5 times repeated, it is repetition. Again, the word or the line, no men are strange and no countries are foreign, is used in the first line of the first stanza and the last line of the last stanza. The same line is repeated. So it is repetition. Dear student, these are the things or literary devices of the poem. Now let's talk about certain short question that can help you to understand the poem better. The question number 1 is beneath all uniform. Dear student, in this line, what uniform do we think about, or what the poet wants to tell us about by telling this line? Dear student, the uniform refers to those worn by the soldiers belonging to different countries during the wartime. But if there is no war, then they wear a kind of normal dressing as we wear. Normal civilian who wear a kind of shirt, t-shirt, jeans, etc., etc. The soldiers also follow the same clothing. But at the time of war, they just look a total different through their uniform. The second question, how does the poet suggest that all the people on the earth are the same? इस पूरी की पूरी पोएम के अंदर पोएट हमें ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं कि सभी लोग हमारे जैसे ही हैं? ऐसे कौन कौन से तरीके हैं जिनसे हम ये प्रूव कर सके that a person belongs to another country is the same as we are in our country? Number 1, poet compares through the line that we belong to one human race. हम सभी एक ही मनुष्य जात से belong करते हैं. Poet talks about that we walk on the same earth. हम एक ही मदर अर्थ पे वॉक करते हैं. Apart from this, poet also add a beautiful touch that upon these the same earth we die, we live, and perhaps we will be buried in the same land grave. During the peace we all enjoy the bounties of nature. जब युद्ध नहीं होता है तब हम सभी प्रकृति का स्वाद मानते हैं. We all do a lot of labor with our hands. हम अपनी कंट्रीज के अंदर अपने ही हाथों से किस तरह से मेहनत करते, उसी तरह से वे लोग भी अपने ही हाथों से मेहनत करके अपना जीवन जीते हैं. We have eyes which function in the same way. हमारी आंखें उनकी आंखों की तरह ही देखने का, अच्छा काम करने का सोचती है, देखती है और हमें आगे बढ़ने की राह भी दिखाती है. In second stanza, pick out any 5 words that indicates that we all are alike. एक नया क्वेश्चन है डियर कि सेकंड स्टांजा में से आप ऐसा कोई भी या फिर पूरी की पूरी पोएम में से ऐसे वर्ड्स आप निकाल के दो जो ऐसा सजेस्ट करते हो कि हम सभी लोग एक ही मनुष्य जात से बिलोंग करते हैं, एक ही है. तो इसके अंदर आपको पोएम के अंदर अगर आप स्टांजा वाइज देखोगे आपको मालूम पड़ेगा वी वॉक, वी ब्रीथ, वी हैव आईज, वी वर्क विथ आवर हैंड एंड वी एंजॉय द बाउंटीज ऑफ नेचर. ये 4-5 चीजें ऐसी है जिससे आप ऐसा प्रूव कर सकते हो कि वी ऑल आर अलाइक. हम सभी एक दूसरे की ही तरह है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, इन द लास्ट क्वेश्चन poet wants to ask that whenever we are told to hate our brothers, इस लाइन में poet क्या कहने चाहते हैं and what he just tried to explain through this line. Dear student, इस लाइन में poet कहना चाहता है कि कुछ हमारी कंट्रीज के लीडर हैं जो हमें ऐसा मैसेज देंगे, हमें ऐसा बताएंगे कि भाई ये पाकिस्तान के लीडर खराब है या फिर कनाडा के लीडर खराब है. मतलब हमारे देश के कुछ पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स हमें ऐसा बताएंगे कि भाई इस देश का लीडर है वो खराब है, इस देश के लोग खराब है. ये इस तरह से बोलेंगे क्यों? क्योंकि वे अपना जो बेनिफिट है वो हम में से लेना चाहते हैं. इस तरह इसीलिए वे हमारे सामने दूसरी कंट्रीज के लोगों का जो पिक्चर होता है, चित्र होता है, वो गलत बताते हैं. आई होप डियर स्टूडेंट ये पूरी की पूरी पोएम आपको समझ में आई होगी. अगर आपको इसमें कोई डाउट है, दिक्कत है, तो आप मुझे मैसेज कर सकते हैं. लेकिन प्लीज डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू राइट द समरी ऑफ द स्टांजा ओनली, राइट? And if those students who wants to write this explanation of the question and answer and the literary devices, those can write it. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.